Well, let's come back to a thought from the Sfat Emet, and he wonders why the Omer offering, which after all is just an offering of barley, which is brought on the second day of Pesach, why such a big fuss is made about it, and what its great significance is. And he wants to suggest that it's actually tied in to the original punishment that was given to Adam after the Garden of Eden, because what happened at that time was that the earth was cursed, and there was a kind of an admixture of good and bad. They all became muddled and became murky. You couldn't distinguish one thing from the other, good and bad. It became totally intertwined, and we discussed this at some length in one of our JLI classes a while back. And he wants to suggest, therefore, that the Omer offering is very interesting in the sense that, number one, it has actually been something which has been taken from the earth, that same earth that was cursed by, that would only produce kotz v'dadarim, thorns and thistles will sprout for you. And what you're doing when you are taking this barley, which is the first of the crops, is you're taking off the husk, the part which is inedible, and you are producing the kernel, which is the edible part. So you're actually going through an action of separating good from bad, edible from inedible. And this becomes symbolic of the process of separating, of extracting good out of evil, etc. In other words, rectifying something which had happened at the time of Adam. And he wants to go further than that, and he wants to suggest that each one of the three festivals, the pilgrim festivals, which are all, of course, agricultural as well, will remove the other part of the curse. With anxiety you shall eat all the days of your life, was the curse. What is the nature of the anxiety? It's that there's not going to be enough food, that there's going to be a shortage of food supply. That is the source of all of our well-being, and that creates enormous anxiety when there's famine. Well, take a look and see what the festivals does. Pesach is blessed with grain, and that, of course, is the whole symbol of the Omer offering. Shavuot is blessed with fruit. That's the first fruits. And Sukkot, we're blessed with the abundance of rain, so that in a sense the festivals themselves come to actually, the whole Omer followed by the festivals is the rectification, the removal. It's taken a long time for the curse to be lifted, but somewhere in this whole process of the pilgrim festivals or the bringing the Omer, we're finding that this concept of the beginning of separating good out of evil, that we're beginning to change the nature of that curse, the outcome of that curse, and we're bringing in the process a new kind of ecological abundance into the world, because we've set the world to right, because we're getting its balance right, because we're being able to make the distinction between what is appropriate, what is inappropriate, what is good, what is evil, and all of that is deeply embedded in our concept of the festivals. That's the thought that I've paraphrased, that I believe that he wants to introduce. At any rate, Rabbi